Hi, my name is Diaz, and today I kind of wanted to show you guys how to emulate a guitar when you're playing the Lucina or the AX synth. Okay, so we're going to explain stuff like what this black bar means, and also this strip, this right here, and I'm going to help you learn how to emulate that guitar a little bit better. As you see, I have the new black sparkle Lucina, which looks great. You know, it's glossy black with a lot of sparkles in here, which catches light really well. So first thing off is when we're emulating guitar, we got to think of power chords. So how do we play a power chord on here? Well, generally, what happens, the power chord is made up of the root of the chord, say like in C, and the fifth. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is the fifth. But to get it to sound more fuller, more traditional, what I do is I invert. So I keep my C, but instead of playing the G up here, I'll play the G down here. So I get more of a, more closer together, more rumble on here. So as you can see, you can play a power chord on the Lucina or the AX synth very easy. Just think of the root of the chord, say like a C, or say if we're in B flat, that would be B flat and F. If we're in E flat, B flat. Okay, so just think, that's how power chords. So, all right. So after we have the power chord kind of thing down and understand how it's built on keytars such as the Lucina or the AX synth, now the next thing is to how to get it to react. You know, when we're playing live. So first off, we got to look at the controllers that are available to us. So the first controller here is the mod bar. Now what that does is that shakes our note or gives us what we call vibrato. Shakes it. So if I just play a note, it just plays it straight. But as soon as I squeeze the bar here, it shakes it. So listen now. Okay, so if you want to get a vibrato on the note, rather than shaking your hand like if you're playing guitar, up here, you can go ahead and just hold the note and then just squeeze the bar. Okay. On most keyboards, you push forward on the pitch bend modulation wheel, or there's a separate wheel for that. But here on the Lucina or the AX synth, you can actually just squeeze this bar, and we get that vibrato real quick. So if we're playing a nice line and we want to make it more expressive, just use that bar. That's what it's for. So. Okay, so that makes it really easy to get that vibrato and even more expression out of your electric guitar that's on the Lucina or the AX synth. The next thing is this little strip right here. This is where our pitch bend is. Okay, and a lot of times when people play pitch bends, maybe like on a Phantom or another keyboard, they just flip it back and forth. And that's not really what it's for. The pitch bends, be it on a strip or the traditional pitch bend modulation wheel, is that it's to allow us to get even more expression or dynamics out of it. So this is the keyboard player's version of a whammy bar. So all I have to do is hit a note, and then instead of going like everybody else does, think about it. Within the AX synths or the Lucina, there's a little notch right here, and you can actually feel it. And what that does, that helps you feel where you are. So when you're playing, you get it right. So once I find the notch that lets me know where I'm at, start from there. At that point, usually hit the note, and then just lightly drag your finger over here. So if I play like a pentatonic line regular, it might sound like this. If I use my mod bar and my pitch bend strip, I get a lot more expressive. Okay, so if we go this way with the pitch bend strip, I can go ahead and make the pitch go up. If I go this way, make it go down. Okay, so when you're listening to a guitar and you're trying to emulate some of the lead stuff, listen. Like here's a very common lick you hear on guitar. You hear that, especially on blues, you hear them bend the notes. So they might go. So here's what we're doing. Say I'm trying to do this right here, play a G and B flat. I'll start with my pitch bend all the way down, and let it rise up until I get to the note's natural tone, natural pitch. So I might go, okay, once I come up on the pitch bend and I can hit the note's natural pitch, which is right in the middle, and you'll feel the little notch, then I'll go to the B flat, so we get a little bit more fluid. Okay, so when someone says the keyboard's not able to bend notes, they're totally wrong. You can totally bend notes with keyboard. That's what the pitch bend is for. So just like I said, if you're trying to do this effect, just start at the bottom, right there, hit the notes that you want, and then bring it right up into the note's natural pitch. Once you get there, hit the next note and let go. So if you want to, for a little more fun, once you hit that note, go up to the next note. So let's go. So when we get up here, now let's go. Bring it back down. So I might go. So a lot more expressive. So let's kind of combine both the techniques. Maybe the power chords with the pitch bend and the modulation bar. So I can have stuff like this. So as you see, if you just spend a little time learning how to work the controls on your AX synth or your Lucina, you can get a lot more expressiveness, and it'll be a lot more enjoyable to watch when you're out there playing your shows for all your people. So my name is Ed Diaz. Thank you guys a lot, and I will talk to you later. Peace.